Hey guys, and welcome back to my Pokemon fan art series. In this episode we're going to be looking at some fake evolutions done by Dark on DeviantArt, so go check it out right now. The link is in the description as usual, and this is the final episode. We're going to be looking at these for a while. I'm going to go on to another fan next after this. So, let's get going, shall we? Today we're starting off with Scalibur. Now, Scalibur is a steel flying type and is the king Pokemon and evolves from Skarmory when it holds a King's Rock at level 40. This Pokemon is mentioned in old texts, like the symbol of great kings. This Pokemon was always used by warrior kings during great battles due to its power and its impressive bearing. In the wild, these Pokemon usually are territorial and have several Skarmory to their service. Now, I don't even need to say here, it looks pretty damn awesome, don't you think? A very, powerful and majestic Pokemon. Obviously, good design there. Obviously, Skarmory is on its own at the moment, no pre-evolution or evolution. So I think adding this in would be pretty cool. Yeah, that's that much else to say about it. I'd like to see it in game, really, an evolution for Skarmory. Might make it a bit more usable in battle, really, because at the moment I don't use it too much myself. I don't know about anyone else. Well, don't ask Super Skarmory, obviously. But yeah, no, you know what I mean. I don't tend to use single Pokemon in battles too much, so an evolution for it might not be too bad. Next up we have Marionette, which is a Ghost Dark type and is the Mad Marionette Pokemon. It evolves from Banette at level 50 when it's holding a Destiny Knot. Marionette search for those who throw it away and who have driven it mad. It usually roams cities attacking people in revenge and controls them like a manipulator to marionettes, using their Ghost type powers, and then they throw them away like when they're done, like it was done to it. So again, the design for this, I don't know, I'm not a huge fan of it. It does look pretty cool. I don't know what the star on its back's for, really. Oh yeah, it's obviously, I got it now, because it's based on a marionette. So obviously, that's the string bit, the thing that can move it, which makes sense, really. And it looks a bit like Banette, which, makes a sort of sense, I guess. But no, I like the design. It's alright. I'm not a huge fan of it, but do we need a Banette evolution? I don't think so particularly, but one, it might not be too bad to get one. We'll have to see what the developers decide to do in Generation 6. Next up we have Nigrem. Now Nigrem is the Dark Ghost type Pokemon. It is the Blackness Pokemon and evolves from Sableye when Dark Pulse is learnt. Mischievous and sinister, this Pokemon is perceived by the people as an incarnation of evil. This Pokemon rarely exists in the wild, and those who exist live deep in caves, where they feed on all kinds of precious stones. Due to their long life moving underground exposed to the high pressure, they have polished gems of the body, transforming them into invaluable jewels. So I like the design of this one, looks amazing, I have to say. I like the wings and definitely kind of the head. It looks very evil indeed. I would not like to meet that thing on a scary winter's night or summer's night, or any night for that matter. I would not like to meet that at all. Obviously keeping on with the gems from Sableye's design, with the red gems and the blue gems and such. So I think Sableye evolution, I don't think there's going to be one in Generation 6, just simply because it's on its own. So they're going to keep it that way, especially since it's Dark Ghost type. Next up we have Medionchi, I think, which is a fighting ghost type. It is the Stiff Corpse Pokemon and evolves from Medicham when equipped with a spell tag, so obviously loses its psychic type to get a ghost type. Thanks to the extreme regime of meditation that he used to take, its body acquired force, agility and extreme resistance. Nevertheless, his consciousness and own will diminished to such a degree that he transformed into a battle machine that only follows his owner's orders. In spite of the rigidness and coldness of his deathly body, his fighting abilities are impressive. Now, the design for this looks, I like it a fair bit. I don't know what's going on with the piece of paper in the front of his face too much. It's probably based on what it's based off of. Don't know exactly what it's based off of though. And the back of his head as well. What is it? Don't really know. I also don't know the fact it's like dead, sort of. And the fact that it's lost its psychic type and become a ghost type, it doesn't make a whole lot of sense to me really. Why you go from fight psychic to fight ghost. I don't know really. But the design looks alright. Not to my tasting, but maybe to some of your guys's. Next up we have Chronobit, or Chronobit, and it is a normal steel type, the Time Chaser Pokemon. and evolves from a male Lopunny when it's leveled up between 12 PM and 1 PM while holding a metronome, so obviously a very specific evolution there. It has an ability called Wonderland, which means during a battle with its Pokemon, opponents can become confused at any moment, which could be a helpful ability really. Chronobit is always moving at high speed, being overwhelmed in speed only by Deoxys. Its Pokemon's habits are very precise and always at the same hour. It will always be in the same place at the same hour every day. People say you can set your clock by watching them. Scientists say this Pokemon's mind works like a precision watch. So it's always taking inspiration from the White Rabbit from Alice in Wonderland. Obviously, you know, it's mentioned that it's a male rabbit, and also that, you know, all that time, you know, 12 PM, 1 PM is probably a reference to something in the book itself. But yeah, design-wise, it looks pretty good. I think I'm not too keen on it really. It's got a key in its back, which is obviously tuning it up, I guess, which doesn't make much sense because it's not a machine tool. But yeah, normal steel typing wise, I think that's an interesting combination. Obviously 4 times weak to fighting type moves, but then also resisting a lot of other type moves as well, and also still being immune to ghost, etc. So yeah, it's a mix really. Do you want this Pokemon to achieve, do you not really? I don't think we're going to get an evolution for Lopunny in Generation 6, but who knows. And finally for this episode we have Dartotokes, which is a poison fighting type and a toxic skin Pokemon, and evolves from Toxicroak at level 52 while holding a poison barb. Now Dartotokes' poison runs through its skin, making it dangerous even to the lightest touch. During battle and hunting, he can concentrate his toxins in its claws and thorns for more damaging attacks, and even spit the poison. Now, I love the design for Dartotokes. I mean, seriously, let's just look at it. It looks awesome. It looks better than Toxicroak. The claws on it look definitely, the red claws as well, definitely look cool. They could do a lot of damage there. Obviously, incorporating red and blue in here, and also black. It looks very good. The markings on its head I also like too, just for some reason, and it's also got this like big bulge under its face, which a lot of toads have, which obviously, you know, referencing where it's inspired from, which I like. And also the spikes on its back as well look pretty cool. Don't know why there are spikes on the back, but they look pretty cool nonetheless. So yeah, I like the design for this Pokemon overall. So guys, that's it for this episode. I hope you enjoyed it. Check out Dark Savannah's DeviantArt in the description below, and I'll be seeing you again guys next time when we can start looking at another fan decks. So yeah, hope you enjoyed this video. Leave a like and comment down below, and I will see you guys next time.